Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hope you are having a great day. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to my very impromptu podcast. Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. This is Polo again, and as you know, we are a channel that supports the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry, Meghan, Archie, Baby Lily, Mama Doria, Poola Guy, the chickens, the Invictus community, all of us here just hanging out, talking Sussex, everything Sussex, I guess. And sometimes those across the pond doing their, whatever nefarious actions that they're involved in over there. But welcome. We'll get this music down and out. And I will see. There we go. Take that out there. Yeah. All right. So let's just jump in the chat and see who's here. Hello. I know I saw Lydia pop in. I know I didn't even have a minute to just say hi, Lydia. How are you, Lydia? Our awesome moderator, Lydia. Oh my gosh, Lydia, you are a channel member. I can't believe she's still doing it. She's still doing a super sticker. Thank you so much, Lydia. You are awesome. I was like, you already support us, but you are so amazing, so supportive. I appreciate it so much. I know I see Church Nelly is here. Hello, Church Nelly, our awesome, other awesome moderator, and also Karen M is here, our other awesome moderator. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4. Let's see if we can find Cookies and Cream. Cookies and Cream, are you here? I don't see her yet, but three of our awesome moderators are here. Kenitha is also here. Hi, Kenitha. And Cookies and Cream is here. Hello. So all of them are here. Awesome. Welcome. Let's see. Nellie Dean is here, or other Nellie. Emma Day and Kenneth and Hannah and Teslin. Hello, and Solange. I love that name, Solange. It helps me to feel like I have some kind of an accent. Well, I do have an accent, but sort of like a French accent, I guess. Gary B is here. Hello, Gary B. And Patricia is here. Hello, guys. Welcome. I know this is very impromptu, so hopefully our other friends are around and will join us at some point. And I know others are joining us that are not in the chat. That's fine. Welcome you as well. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. Yesterday I was out. When I forgot to pull the picture in. Shoot. I was out yesterday doing a shoot, and it was really such an incredible, inspiring day. It was one of those things that you're like, wow, there are really good people in this world. And my friend who is the videographer that I do a lot of shoulder shoots with, he was in contact with this person, and what he does is that he has this trailer that's a shower, and it's for the homeless, and on people who just are down on their luck and don't have a shower available. And it's called Power Shower, and it's so wonderful because it's not just a shower for them, for people, like a homeless person or something. It is a place where they could come and just feel loved and feel like, how it is, like when you're like, oh my gosh, I have a long day, I just need a shower to just feel like a human being, and you go in and you're like, Calgon, take me away. And just imagine, like, somebody not being able to have a shower for a week or a month or whatever, and what it feels like for them to get a shower. And it's something that, like, I don't even think about. It's just, you get up, you take a shower, and there it's like, I was talking to the gentleman who runs it, and it was just saying just the power of changing someone's life with just a shower. And we were able to witness it yesterday and be a part of that and film some of it, and just to publicize the shower. And it is just the most amazing thing. And they just and again, it's not just a shower, it's a place where they could come and just be loved and feel like someone is there to cater for them and take care of them. And like after each person used the shower, there's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different ones in the trailer, and it's beautifully decorated. And I mean, I mean, sparkling white. After each person showers, it's like immaculately cleaned and disinfected. So the next person coming in walk into a completely clean, disinfected space where they have a beautiful shower with, soaps and conditioner and shampoos, and they have a bench. And also they also have each person coming in have clean clothes, like the clothes that the gentleman he purchased, and also they've hooked up with the local government where they are, and so that they have provide clothes for each person coming in. They get clean socks and underwear and t-shirts, and if their pants and stuff are dirty, really dirty and stuff, they'll give them new pants. They also have snacks for them, and just the smiles that on the faces of these men and women that comes out. They've walk in really dirty, and then they come out clean and just refreshed, and get a little snack, and they get masks and all. I mean, it is just the most wonderful, like, it just, I mean, it moved me so much. It's just like, okay, and they said that there are a couple of them that are in New York as well. I'm like, we need to get this to be a massive thing, including getting housing and stuff. But in like the stuff that could happen like right now, just the power of just having someone just take a shower and just feel like, no, you know what I mean? Like just like a human being for a moment, and not, yeah, again, not like they're not a human being, but you know what that feels like. It's like, oh, I just needed to just feel like me, and it just was the most amazing experience. I mean, it was such an honor to be there and to be able to photograph it, and it just, and I meant to bring in a shower. So what I'll do is I'll post it in our community page, and so that you can see not them, but just the shower, just to see the trailer, to see what it is. And I'll post the link. So they have a Instagram account as well, talking about it, so you can actually see. So I'll post the link as well so you guys can check it out. But it's just the most, I mean, a most amazing thing, and everyone there is so great. The people coming in for the shower, the people that running it, it's just such a powerful thing. And again, just one story from that is one of the gentlemen, he came in to take a shower, and one of the people there they gave him the package of it, his clean underwear and socks and all of that stuff. And the gentleman who's running it's like, no, give him another pack, give him a summer pack. Those socks are winter socks. It's too hot for the summer, and just something that little, that his care, it's still taking care of them. You want to make sure that during the summer they have summer clothes that are not too hot, because again, they're outside a lot. And it's just that amount of care was just the most amazing thing to be able to experience and to watch and to photograph. It was just, I don't know, but I just wanted to share that. It was such an impacting experience for me yesterday. So I just wanted to share that. But and then we go on to our other stuff. So let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying out in the chat before we move on. Oh my gosh, Sean, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sean says Thomas Markle and his enablers are trying to buy a home near Meghan's mother. Going to her home, listening outside to kids playing in the house. This is beyond wrong. He needs to be arrested. Is he quote unquote recovered? I mean, I heard that a long time when he was doing the podcast with this guy, but apparently, as far as I understand, that they have severed ties with that guy, the photographer guy that he was doing the YouTube channel with. That's when I first heard this. So, I don't know that he is quote unquote recovered from his quote unquote stroke to do this. But I did hear about this, but I don't know how, how true it is, or, I guess I don't know. But I appreciate your comment, Sean, and your and and your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, Costello. Okay, says the experience sounds wonderful, but yes, it was. It was absolutely wonderful to be a part of it. So hopefully, New York City, we can get something like that. Something that I kept thinking like, maybe that's something, one of the things I could work on. So I'm very, very excited about that, seeing something like that. In New York, they have it, but a couple of church run it, and I think it's very small, and not. I don't think many people know about it. So I think, yeah, it'll be it'll be amazing if it's something that's really big, so that everyone knows that it's there and can take advantage of it. Our Carter says, wonderful to hear that people are helping people. The church I attend, their mobile showers are called showers of blessings. It's so funny. Huh. That sounds very familiar to what he said yesterday, that the New York ones are. So, or maybe it's a little different name, but it sounds very similar. But yeah, it's wonderful that, yeah, that people are, and again, this is for him. He started this. It was something that he said he always dreamed of doing. He started it by saving his own money and starting it with his own money, and now he is hooked up with the local government, where he is, and they're doing it. And they have like, from the homeless community, they have like their caseworkers bring their people to come and take showers and stuff like that. So it's wonderful to know that people are out there. There are good people in this world, in spite of all the horrible stuff. There are good people in this world just serving. They're really unsung heroes, serving the underserved community in such a powerful way. So yeah. Let's see. Ngozi, hi Ngozi, says, sue the whole sue the whole family once and for all and be done with it. I know, but again, poor Meghan is kind of like, I just want to have a life. I don't want to spend my life in court with crazy people. I seriously don't. So let's see. Who else is chatting before we go on? Oh, actually, yeah, this is a wonderful comment. It's like, hi, pedal squatties, and you. Oh, thank you. Beautiful people. Happy Wednesday. Happy, and that dumb birthday, that dumb birthday was overshadowed by Squatty's outrage and leaked email Squatty's outrage of the leaked email by the palace. The leaked email? Oh, I know I was away yesterday. What a leak email. Maybe I need to go back on Twitter. Enlighten me about the leaked email. We talking about leaked stuff to the Times about the bullying? Is that what we're talking about? Not sure. So please enlighten me. Please elaborate. Thank you, Ngozi. Let's see. Lydia says, Meghan and Harry need to buy the house and let it simply sit if it is true. Oh, I'm assuming you mean the one next to her mom. I don't, again, do they have money to purchase stuff like that? And again, as far as I understand, the gentleman who he was doing the YouTube channel with, the one that they were slagging off Meghan, apparently they have parted ways. So don't know if that's still a go with them, saying that they will purchase. I don't know. So, but that is a good idea. Purchase it, or rent, have family member move into it or something like that, and to take that option away. But that is just so sick to even think of buying a house next to your ex-wife to spy on. I mean, that is just that just gives me the creeps. It really gives me the stalking creeps. So yeah. Karen M says, hi Karen, awesome, the moderator. William fans for his birthday had a fundraiser and the total was 0. So much for their faves. Oh, I actually saw that and on Twitter and I pulled it in. Actually, here it is. Yeah. They had a 40,000, and you remember the big issue thing was this, where William was out on the street for a few minutes pretending to sell magazines, but then we know now that it was literally for basically a photo shoot and a video to promote himself, at the expense of the homeless. The shamelessness of that will never fail. It's just it's really irritating. But yeah, so his fans decided they were going to do a $40,000 fundraiser, hoping to raise $40,000, and the $40,000 is still there. And when I heard about it at first, and I spoke about it on here, I really was wishing them well. I mean, look, no matter who you are, if it's only to get you off Twitter and stop trashing Harry and Meghan in writing all this nonsense on Twitter, if only to get your mind onto something positive and do something positive with your life, I really was wishing and hoping well for them, that they can do this and they can have something to, something positive. And how what happens, you do something positive, it will motivate you to do more positive things, hopefully. And so maybe that could have changed their life or something, and where they start thinking and doing more positive things. But as we speak, and as and I only saw this on Twitter today, so I went on there, found it on GoFundMe, and sure enough, yeah, no one has donated. And I think, again, that is what happens when you spend your entire life with negativity, and that is what you are, promoting. What is it, for 4 years, going on 4 years? It's hard to then do that hard right and expect your followers to come follow you in that. They're not there to be raising funds. They're not there to be doing good things and positive things. They're there to trash Harry and Meghan. That's why they're there. They're not even there to support your supposed faves. They're just not there for that. They're literally there to promote, to troll. And so to try to get them to make this hard left or hard right to go do something positive, and that's a hard sell for them. And as we can see, and if you notice at the far bottom, she set this up June 11th. Today's June 27th. That's like 11 days ago. This has been set up there 11 days ago. Now, I don't know how much promoting she is. It's a she, actually. Well, Alex, I don't know. That could be a girl or guy. I don't know. But I don't know how much promotion they've done with it. I mean, they're all blocked. All those Ranger peoples are blocked for me on Twitter. So I don't really know. But yeah, it's kind of hard sell there. And 11 days into this, and nobody has, there's no bite. So it's unreal. So yeah, unreal. Hey, Robert. Hello, joining us from Rome as always. Welcome at 1800. The bar is open. I don't drink, so maybe some Martinelli's, the non-alcoholic drink. Maybe you can have a glass of that for me, Robert. I appreciate. Church Nelly, I'm sure, I don't know if they have moonshine in Italy, maybe. So maybe have some of that for Church Nelly and all the other friends who have moonshine, and maybe a glass of wine for the rest. But I am so happy you're joining us from Rome. Robert. So let's see. Lydia says perhaps the future can set this up in the UK, since Will not claim he wants to help. Will not claim he wants to help the homeless. Hey, maybe he'll be a lot more successful. I mean, he'll definitely be a lot more successful than zero. That's that's like bottom fruit there. So it's just very interesting to me that they're, that's what they're doing. It's unreal. But let's see. What did I have to talk about today? Just jumping in. Well, actually, let's start with something positive. I was a little concerned for a little bit. It's like, what happened to Invictus Nigeria? Well, Invictus Nigeria now have a page. They have their Invictus Nigeria page, and I was like, when I saw that, I was celebrating. Like, yes! Not that they weren't official before, but for some reason, for me these days, it's like, if it's not on social media, it's not official. That's my silliness. And so Invictus Nigeria have their, now they're official in my mind. And they have their Twitter page. And it says, we are incredibly pleased to be joining the Invictus community of nations and excited for what this means for those who serve in Nigeria's armed forces. Nigeria is especially proud to be the first African nation to join the Invictus community. And welcome officially, Nigeria, even though you were official and just not official in my mind. Welcome. So I was just very excited that, we have our Invictus Nigeria. I know Tina's probably on cloud nine to see that. So yeah, so that's very exciting. And it's so funny. Somehow during the Invictus Games at The Hague, I hadn't really even mentioned Georgia, the team from Georgia, and I was like, oh. And I saw this article, and I was like, I don't even know if I don't even know if I said their name during the Invictus Games there. And I was just like, oh. And so I saw this cool article, and I was like, oh, look at our Georgians Invictus team. Georgian service members highlight persistent hard work and commitment. In comments on Invictus Games success. Apparently, they won quite a few medals. I'll put a link to this article that I have to literally go back and go through with a fine-tooth comb to reread it again, but I saw it just before I came on. I was like, oh, this is cool. So it says Georgian military service members finished the Invictus Games in The Hague with a record number of medals in the country's 8-year competition history. Didn't know that either. And this is another successful appearance at the international competition for injured former service personnel of the Georgian Armed Forces, April 2022. And I remember this picture because when it posted during the Invictus Games, and for some reason, I don't think I really mentioned or even realized this is a Georgian team. But it says members of the Georgian team prepared for the games at the Markashvili Rehabilitation Center in Georgia. Coaches were also actively involved in the training process. Tell us more about the role of the Defense Ministry in your success, which is something I've always been very interested in, the way how the different branches of the military support their vets. And I've been on, the UK case again. I'm like this, what do you call it? I don't know, on repeat with how I've been, very disappointed with the UK in a lot of ways with how they treat their vets. But they said the ministry is always by our side. This is what I love to hear. The ministry is always by our side, both in the rehabilitation process, which also involves our family members, as well as in the preparation for sports events. It would have been difficult to achieve such results without the support of the ministry staff. And this is what I love to hear. This is what, you saw it with so many teams, US, Italy, a lot of teams, France, they all have their Ministry of Defense really part of everything they do, and their personnel were there to really be there with the athletes. And so it's just really wonderful to see that. And this part was very interesting. I jumped ahead of myself there. This is Prince Harry meeting the defense minister, Wansha Berchaladze. Was attending the games at The Hague, and the Georgian official met with Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and discussed the possibility of holding the competition in Georgia in the future. And it says Georgian Defense Minister Wansha Berchaladze. Oh my goodness. me and my pronunciations. And Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, who's a patron of the games, have discussed the possibility of holding a future edition of the competition in Georgia. Tell agenda readers about, and the interviewer saying, "We'll tell agenda readers about that." It says, yes, the possibility of holding the Invictus Games in Georgia was one of the questions in focus of the meetings in The Hague between the minister and the Prince Harry. Holding international competitions in general require a lot of effort. However, I hope we'll be able to host the Invictus Games in Georgia in the future. And I love this because there was another team that I talked about. I think it was Estonia, or one of those teams that I think was their first time at the Olympics. I'm sorry, the Invictus Games, and they were already saying like, yeah, we want to host the games. And so I just think it's so encouraging to see, one, the defense minister was at the games, and also already since they've been to the game, they've been a part of Invictus for 8 years, and now they want to, they are thinking of, yeah, it's going to be hard, but we would like to host the games. And again, it's just how, for me, how a lot of these teams and a lot of these countries have taken ownership of the games, that it's not just about Prince Harry anymore. It's so much bigger than him. It's gone way beyond him. And every team and every country have taken ownership of the games, and they feel like this is ours. This is our games. And that is the kind of thing, whenever you have a vision and you ever start something and you have people involved, you want to give them your vision and let that vision become theirs. And you're successful when they can take that vision and make it their own and take ownership of it. Your work isn't, not that your work is done, but it's like, yeah, that's what you want to see. And I just think it's fantastic to see that different countries are so excited about taking ownership of the game. So I just think it's fantastic. So let's just jump in the chat again to see. Inzuri says, imagine what the Invictus Games will be in 10 years. I'm excited to see more countries join. Yeah, I want to see countries like in the Caribbean join. I would love to see that. More African countries, more countries from Central America join. I will absolutely love to see that. Sistren, hello, Sistren. Sistren is talking to other people. Kathy, Gabby, and Kathy's copying Meg again. Something is not right with that woman. Well, imitation is what is it? The sincerest form of flattery or something, I guess. I think I just butchered that, but I think that is. Oh, we have a new member, Andrea. Wow, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the Two Cents Crew. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Welcome. This is your Montecito shout out. Welcome. Thank you so much. Let's see going on. Jessica says, this is really exciting. Invictus will be all over the world, and I'm here for it. So am I. Absolutely. And again, when countries taking ownership of it, ministry departments taking ownership, you've done a great job in getting your vision out there. And I just think it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So let's see. Looking on. Let's go up in the chat. Hi, Melda. Melda says, hi, everyone. Blessed Wednesday. Blessed Wednesday to you, too. Melda, patron of the games, Prince H. Yes, he patron and founder. That's him. So let's move on. Let's see what else there is we can chat about. Oh, one of the things we actually talked about this the last episode, and thank you, Andrea, again. I'm popping up. I'm so excited you remember. One of the things we talked about last time, we were chatting a lot about the bullying or the fake bullying claims against Meghan. And we were going back again, going back and forth what we think Meghan should do, not that we don't know what she's going to do. If it's been complete silence from Sussex land, which is a lot of power. She's like, if I'm going to say something, I'll do it on my own time, not when everybody wants me to. Talk about power. But we were going back and forth of what we think she should do or what we would have done in her place, and I thought like some on the one hand, some of us felt like Meghan should go after them and sue them, and the other hand, the other school of thought is like, no, that's what they want. They just want to tie her up in court so that she is not able to focus on the things she wants to focus on. And Royal Suitor is one of our squaddies. She's a reporter, a freelance reporter. She also has access to a lot of, whenever there's a court case with the Sussexes, she has access to be, because a lot of it has been online, I guess via Zoom or whatever platform they're using. But she has access, so she's able to be in the courtroom with them as well, on Zoom or whatever. So she gave this, and I thought it was really incredible because she did a long thread in 2021. And part of the thread, as you can see at the top, she was talking about this case. Ooh, hang on one second. I forgot to turn my phone off. And that's what happened when you forget to turn your phone off. Anyway, so one of the things she said in 2021 says the law firm investigating failures in HR process, not whether, the law firm is investigating failures in HR process, not whether bullying actually occurred. Good Vibes, one of our squaddies, said, so that was one of the things that she wanted to make sure that we understand, that they're not exactly the law firm that the royal family they have. They're not exactly, they're not investigating Meghan or her claims. They are simply investigating, the HR process, even though it's, her name, Meghan's name is thrown out and all of that stuff, but all the stuff they gave, they leaked to the Times, the Valentine Low in the Times, what the actual law firm that apparently the Queen got to do the independent investigation. That's what they're investigating. And so she did a whole thread about what it is, the expectations, and she was so correct. Exactly what she said was going to happen was exactly what happened. With the law firm investigating, they're not going, back then she had also said that, they're not going to release anything, because if you release anything, then Meghan can sue. And this is what she says for us who have been like, well, what do we think Meghan should do? And this is what she said. And she did this, I think, yesterday. You can see 12 hours ago. It says, for those questioning why Meghan doesn't sue for defamation, there are no concrete allegations of action she took that would substantiate bullying. The allegations are purposely nebulous and consist purely of anonymous staffers' feelings without attributing them to Meghan's actions. Meaning, like, they, if you notice what a lot of the things in what they said in the article, Valentine Low's article, is that, well, I feel, I felt scared, or I felt, I would say trauma, or I would say whatever the words that all those words they were throwing out. None of the things they were throwing out about how they felt, there was no action that they claim Meghan did to make them feel that way. For example, Meghan threw a book at me and I ducked and I was terrified. There was no action that Meghan did, or Meghan came in, slammed the door and shoved the table at me or whatever. None of that was there. They just said what they felt like. And so none of that is actually, you can't sue somebody because they said, well, I felt afraid, or I felt scared, or I felt like, traumatized. there's nothing, actionable to sue if someone says that, and so she goes on to say, as TOD is learning, I'm not sure who TOD, I'm not sure who that is. You cannot or can't sue people over their feelings. The most compelling example was a staffer who said she was scared when Meghan didn't immediately call her back. So she was scared by an action Meghan didn't take. That's not enough detail to refute, much less sue over. Even though it seems like, the words that they were using, it's major, but there's nothing Meghan did, like this. She said, Meghan didn't call her back, so she was afraid. And it's like, well, Meghan didn't do anything. So it's not, and then the bottom, she says, now, if the investigation had found that Meghan bullied someone, then she could sue, which is exactly why the investigation was about HR processes, and Meghan wasn't interviewed or allowed to participate. An HR investigation where the accused isn't interviewed is a PR stunt, and which is what all of this is. It's something to throw out there. It's nebulous. There's no action attached to it that they can say, well, Meghan did this, so that's why I felt this. They were just completely vague. It's just throwing out things. And all Meghan could do is say, well, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything, but she can't sue over someone's feelings about something. And that's why there is no action attached, because if they said, well, Meghan, specifically did something, then Meghan could come back and like, no, I didn't. And that's libel, whatever. But there's nothing you can do. And so the thing with Meghan is there is no way in this process where she can clear her name, because somebody say they felt something. How do you clear your name? It's like, well, I didn't, but you felt something. And even Meghan, in her statement, actually not her statement, in her attorney, I don't know if you've ever seen the clip, and maybe I should pull it in our community page, but there's a clip where Meghan's attorney was talking to that BBC during that BBC report, the BBC documentary, where Meghan, she said Meghan absolutely denies ever bullying anyone, but she said that said, she would not want to I think she said deny someone the way how they felt. I mean, in the sense of she doesn't want to say disregard someone's feelings about, okay, I felt this or I felt that. The thing with feelings is that feelings are simply feelings. Feelings aren't facts. You know what I mean? You could feel any which way. Doesn't mean someone did something to you, They are not facts, and therefore they're not actionable, And so she doesn't want to negate someone's feelings, but that said, she didn't do anything to cause anyone in any of these feelings. Just because I, feel afraid of someone doesn't mean the person did anything to me, So it is just, I don't know legally what Meghan could do to clear her name, but as it, stands with this specific thing, there is nothing she can do. There's no way. Again, you can't sue somebody from their feet about their feelings. They can say it forever. I don't know what she can do. And so, I'm sure she's probably talking to her attorneys, but they haven't said anything. And also, too, the sovereign grant report is coming out, I think the 23rd or the 26th. One of those dates, either tomorrow or 3 days from tomorrow. And so they could also be waiting to see what is in the sovereign grant report, if anything about this is going to be in the sovereign grant report before they say anything. So, Trevor, hi Trevor Rodney says, well, sue the press again for how it was characterized. The press, you can't sue the press for this, only because they're literally just I think they're literally just reporting. Meghan did a 30-page rebuttal of that article and send it to the Times. So if there was anything in there to sue, like for example, if there was anything that they reported that was untrue, one of the things the article could not they could not report on was Meghan's medical information, because all that medical information that Valentine Lowe talked about in the Times podcast, where someone leaked to him Meghan's medical information, and also when she was having the mental health challenges at one point, and then she went to HR. All of that was leaked to Valentine Lowe, and so he had to take that out of this article because that violated her privacy. And so he took that out, and so he couldn't. That's one thing that was actionable, that if there was anything that could have sued, that's something that he could sue, but they did take that part out. So the rest of it, because it's just literally reporting on something, you can't sue the press for reporting on a story that was if so the part that they could have sued on was the part that they took out. And so I don't know what else, even though, the point is that story was leaked from the palace. So if anybody they can go after is the palace, but they're not releasing any report. There's nothing that they're saying, yes, Meghan did this. If they did that, if they said Meghan absolutely did this, and this is what the report found, and she did this, then Meghan have something to sue over. But as it stands, with people just saying, well, this is how I feel, you can't sue over that. And so I don't know how Meghan, it just, Jessica says, yeah, Pella, you can't prove or disprove. Exactly, you can't prove, because if I say I'm sad, nobody could tell me that I'm not. You know what I mean? If I say that I feel afraid of someone, you can't tell me I'm not. It's not that the person did anything, but it's just a feeling. And again, feelings aren't facts. And so you can't sue over feelings. Or we'll all be in court every day if somebody could sue me over how they feel because I walk by or because I breathe, so yeah. So yeah, it's just it's Sherry says, it's so unfair. It upsets me and makes me angry. Yeah, it is very unfair. It is very unfair. And I think what it is now, they have, it's almost like they have this thing over her head. But the thing about this is that's different from for them having something over your head is because Meghan has a work history and a whole life lived before she ever went into, the royal family, before she married in. And she was only there for less than 2 years, 18 months. And because she has all this, she has a whole life worth of a reputation that is completely unimpeachable, and so that's why the majority of people are not buying this nonsense. And that's why, for like how many days now, the royal family lied has been trending, and more people aren't buying into this nonsense. And if you notice who has been really silent about this, the British press. Yes, the first day it came out, most of them did a little article, but nobody has followed up. There's been just about no follow-up about this at all. And if there was something in there that really impeached Meghan, surely the other brother would have leaked it. He would have leaked it a long time ago. And so they would have gone over the cliff with this, with these stories. I mean, think about what the Sun, the Express, especially, that writes about 50 articles about Meghan every day. Think of what they would have been doing if there was anything in that article that impeached Meghan. And they have been pretty silent. I mean, I've looked through different royal reporter accounts, and none of them are talking about it. It's just like, that is weird. That is really, really weird for them, especially because we know how they are. And so, yeah, it is just, it's very unfair that Meghan has to deal with it. And, she has said nothing. I don't know. What she will do, if anything. Maybe she'll just be like, you know what? I will hold this for my book. Or maybe Harry will put it in his book or something, and not give my take on this for free. I don't know. But they've both been silent. Who knows? But it is very, very, very unfair. Therese, hi Therese, 1001. She says this bullying thing is the British royal family. Yeah. Projecting their own behavior onto Meghan. Yeah. We've seen this over and over and over with projections against Meghan. I mean, whenever you see them attack Meghan on something, it's because it's what they're doing. I mean, case in point, how many the last few months attacking Meghan for having and Harry about having cameras in Netflix cameras following them, that they're doing fly on the wall documentary at home, cameras following them in their home, cameras following Meghan at Uvalde, Texas, cameras following them and Netflix cameras following them at the Jubilee and all of this stuff, only to find out it's Camilla has been doing this the whole time. Not only is she guest editing some magazine, she has ITV cameras following her for a documentary. They literally filmed inside of Clarence house. And cameras were following her doing this documentary, the very thing that and literally attacking Harriet. Like, these are private citizens. If they want to have Netflix camera in their house, so what? They're private citizens. They can have 1 million cameras if they want. If Meghan wanted to have cameras with her at Uvalde, Texas, who is to stop her? She's a private citizen. She can have it there. If she wanted to bring it to Frogmore Cottage, nobody can stop her. It's their property. But they were attacked relentlessly. And here is Camilla doing the exact same thing. And not only that, we heard reports that they are going to be using Buckingham Palace to film that dance show in the UK, Strictly Dancing or something like that it's called. I remember when Harry did that show, what was it, a year ago or something, when his friend JJ was on that show. And when he did it, he went on there to support JJ. They were attacking Harry. Oh, we can't believe that you were, going on that show when they did this thing to your mother and all of this stuff when the, Martin Bashir thing was coming out. And here they are. BBC is going to be filming that show inside of Buckingham Palace. And no outrage. So it's absolutely ridiculous that absolutely ridiculous. So whatever they project, whatever they're saying Harry and Meghan's doing is what they're projecting, is what they're doing over there. So, yes, Therese, I'm sorry, we went back to Therese again. Yes, this is absolutely correct. I saw that ET Canada's not buying it. She lived in Canada for years, and if she was a diva, mean girl qualities, they would have surfaced a long time ago, and ET Canada would have reported. Yeah, exactly. She worked in the U.S. She worked in all these shows in the U.S., in Canada. Nobody had a bad word to say about Meghan Markle. So that's why people aren't buying it. If Meghan was this newbie that had no history coming into the royal family, that's what they would have done. They are basically playing the 90s game they played on Princess Diana. We know that they did the same thing to Princess Diana. They're playing the 90s game in 2021, except we got the internet. Vanzola. Hi, Vanzola. Vanzola says, since Jason Knopf filed the bully report, then maybe he should receive a letter from the lawyer so he can. Why? I'm not sure what you're saying in the bottom there. Then maybe he should receive a letter from the lawyer so he can. I'm not sure what you're saying in the end. So yeah, since he's the one who filed it again, I don't know legally what they can do to Jason Knopf, since it is the crown property, is he was working under the crown. And one thing we know about the crown is that with the queen, you cannot sue the queen. She is exempt from any kind of, as we talked about before, women cannot sue the queen for discrimination or any of that stuff. And also you can't sue her for racist stuff because, again, she is exempt. So that's one of the things. So I don't know if Meghan, as a member of the family, can sue her, But I know staff cannot sue her because she is exempt, because, any kind of this kind of discrimination, any kind of stuff like this, you can't sue her because she's exempt. And so since she's the one that paid for the investigation, apparently paid for I don't believe anything in the royal family. They are just liars. So this could have just been the crown, and they probably could have used taxpayer money but claim it's the queen. I don't trust any of them, but they claim it's the queen. So that way, when the queen does something and she's the one hiding it, notice how they're not going in hard on the why, and demanding it. They're saying she should release it, but they're not demanding it, because when you put the queen's name there, then everybody goes soft on it and everybody back away because it's the queen, so yeah. Let's see. Unreal. What's happening? Let's see who else is in the chat. Oh, Joyce. Hello, Joyce. Joyce says Jason K has been taken care of for his dirty work. I believe he's now in India with his partner. So we'll see what will happen. Yeah, I mean, he left the beginning of the year. But I mean, they telegraphed that way early last year, that he was leaving. Yeah, he left. They clean up their dirty work now. That when they report on it, they hardly ever mention, other than Sussex Squad, people don't really mention Jason enough at all. And so we definitely make sure that we attach him to all this mess, because it is his doing. And it's just, what is also sad about that is that they used an American to, and an American man, decided to, go after an American woman. It is just unreal to see that happen. And it's just, oh my gosh, I just can't. Let's see. Did you read the article in The Spectator by journalist Sam Leith? I saw an article. I think I glanced over it. I can't even remember what it says. I think I saw it, but I didn't. I think I need to read it again, because I know it was talking about the bully claims, but I think it was one of those articles. I'm not sure, because I read so many of them. Was that the one that was saying that Meghan doesn't have an option, like how to clear her name? Maybe that was another one that I read. But I have to go back and read that one. I'm sorry. And that's why I didn't bring it in, because I forgot about it. So please share what you learned from the article, and maybe next time I could bring it in. So yeah. And I mean, honestly, The Spectator is very shady, because they've also write some shady articles at Meghan. So I just, I tend to, unless it's a Peter Hunt article that I'd read, but the rest of them, very shady. Yeah. Terry says, hi, Terry says, I don't think she paid for the investigation. Clarence House and KP paid for it and print the report for BP letterhead. Print the report on BP letterhead, so no questions asked. Look, that is highly possible. Again, I don't trust anything from that palace, especially when they put the queen. They use the queen as proxy. We know that they do it all the time. They put her name out there so people will go soft and not attack. That's why they do this sort of thing. So yeah, is that possible? Very likely possible. So let's see. Claire Kane. Hi, Claire. It's the first time I'm saying your name. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Claire says, I don't trust any of the UK press. Hunt gets a pass, but no one else. I don't ever click on it. I save screenshots from other squaddies. Yeah, it's very hard to trust anything that comes out of the British press. And I'm like you. And even Peter Hunt, sometimes I'm like, dude, no. But he's the only one there that I would, sit down and really read and digest an article from him. The rest of them, very, very, very shady. Let's see. Let's see what else is who else is in the chat. What else is there? Maverick. Hi, Maverick. Two Cents crew member. Maverick says, qualified immunity for the qualified immunity. The Queen has the same thing these crooked police in America has. Yes, make that make sense. Exactly. It's just it doesn't matter what they do, they have immunity. And it's just it's I mean in the US we see what the police they're always getting off. It's like they could kill someone and just got off. And it's unreal. And the same thing with the Queen. She can do whatever and you can't prosecute her. And that is why they use her as proxy. They stick the Queen's name and they write stuff and stick the Queen's name. And that's whenever you see Harry and Meghan respond really harsh to something from Buckingham Palace, is they know when the Queen writes something and they know when it comes from her courtiers from Buckingham Palace. And so when they respond in a very, very pointed way, they know where it comes from. So yeah, they know when it's the Queen and not, but a lot of people don't. So yeah. Black Queen. Hi, Black Queen. Oh, she's responding to Karen M. She says, ET America had 2 Black people doing the report yesterday. It was very vague. They didn't go into the Unroyal Mafia at all. They also allow hateful comments. A lot of these shows, like these entertainment shows, are very shallow. They haven't done any homework. Is what it is. They haven't done any homework. It's like the morning shows. You see this a lot on ABC TV or NBC. Their reporters don't do their homework. They don't do the research. So they will, for example, invite a royal reporter on, and it doesn't matter what the royal reporter says. They will just accept it because they're lazy and don't do their homework. So they can't challenge anything they say. So they'll just accept it. And so that's the thing. That's why I don't watch any of that stuff. I mean, they have and I've blocked their stuff on Twitter, and I don't watch TV, so I don't see their stuff. And so if I see, that's the reason I blocked NBC, ABC, and all of them. Yeah, they do the same thing. It's unreal. And you see like ABC having Robert Jobson on, you're like, I don't think so. I mean, even Scobie, like I like Scobie, but he's I guess friends with Robert Jobson. They do ABC a lot, and I was like, whenever that happens, like, no, thank you. I'm not even watching the clip at all. So yeah. Let's see who else is chatting. Wait a minute. What's the name of Claire's podcast? Claire, you have a podcast? Oh, I didn't realize that. Claire, what's your podcast? I had no idea. Please let us know what your podcast is so we can, I had no idea. I'm assuming it's a Sussex positive podcast. So please share. I had no idea. Huh. Let's see who else is chatting before we jump on. Oh my goodness, it's an hour already. Oh my goodness. Is anybody know if Barron's is at 1:00? Let me know if Barron's is at 1. We'll end it and we'll come back with more of stuff because I have all this other stuff to share. I didn't realize I was talking that much. But if anybody can let me know if Barron's is at 1, because I know sometimes he does it and I don't get his notifications. So, and I didn't check. So if anyone knows, Sylvia says Claire has a wonderful pro Sussex. Claire, please, what is your podcast name? Let us know so we can let everybody know. Baron is in 2 minutes. Okay, thank you so much. Baron is on, yes. Okay, so everybody, Baron is on in like 2 minutes or 1 minute. So we'll pick this up tomorrow and talk about the stuff I didn't get to talk about today. And Lydia just posted Claire's. If you can just check Lydia's chat, she just posted Claire's podcast in the chat. So definitely click on it and support Claire. Thank you so much for coming by. I didn't realize that I need to check out your podcast as well. Claire Kane, awesome. So definitely I'll see you guys over at Baron in a few. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're here for the first time and if you haven't, please click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so that you know when we drop a video. You can also join our channel, be a part of the 2 Cents crew. You can also do this where you support our channel on a monthly basis as part of our 2 Cents crew. You can also support us. You can see the little heart next to the join button at the bottom of this video. You can support us that way. Click that little $ heart thing and you can support us that way. Or we do have PayPal, Cash App. We have that way as well. And we have merchandise. The link will all be in the show notes. But again, no obligation. But if you'd like to support us, we're most appreciated. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for the hour. I didn't realize it was so long. That went by already. But I love you guys. Have fun at Baron. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, our wonderful moderators, Lydia, Cookies and Cream, Karen M, Church Nelly. Thank you all so much. And to all our friends that I didn't even say hi to, I see you and seeing some of you, Amelia and Therese and Maggie, Trudy, Kenitha. Hi, Kenitha. I didn't even see you there. Moritz, who else? Debbie, Beverly, Elaine, Rosa, I missed all of you guys, man. So, but anyways, if I didn't get to you, Cinderella, you're here as well. So, see you guys next time. I love you all. And we're going to go out with some music as usual. We're going to go back to Into Space and have some music. And we will chat tomorrow. Huge love to you guys. Bye.